Well, we've seen so many great matches so far, so many current and future stars making their name, making an impact on a grand stage here in Portland on a night as auspicious as this. And well, things are gonna take a turn, aren't they, Jordan?
We have just entered the construction site. Says do not enter. Brian Zane, we're about to.
Is that a long-lost Hammer cousin or a Hammer brother? I wonder if his name's Alan.
The Hammer Brothers challenged the Midnight Heat 3 times for the Prestige Wrestling Tag Team titles last year. And every time, they could not get the job done, thanks to trickery and shenanigans from the champions. And tonight, there is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide for Precious Eddie Pearl and Ricky Gibson as they are in the Hammer's house.
What did they, there's a pallet in there? We're getting a piece of a drywall? Some sheetrock in there?
Well, they're construction workers, man. You gotta think they brought these from the job site. Pallet looks incredibly stiff. I would not want to land on that, Brian.
Now I still get flashbacks to seeing the Road Dogg pile drive Al Snow onto some of those in a cold February night. Unlocking a core memory, don't mind me. But speaking of a throwback, here's a team inspired by the past, leading Prestige Wrestling into a glorious afterlife.
Have defeated a who's who of tag teams in their second reign as Prestige Wrestling Tag Team Champions. Most recently, the Good Brothers back at Roseland 12. But it was also Roseland 12 that saw the Tag Team Turmoil #1 Contenders match. And on that night, Gibson and Pearl were so scared that the Hammer Brothers would once again earn the opportunity to challenge them for those titles that they trapped Sledge in a freight elevator. And still, Brian Zane, the Hammer Brothers defeating the odds, making it here to the final ever Prestige Wrestling event, hoping to leave Roseland 13 the final ever Prestige Wrestling Tag Team Champions.
Oh! Well, the Hammer Brothers not getting paid by the hour here. Good night!
This ain't no union job for the Hammer Brothers. It's personal. Ricky Gibson sent through drywall. Eddie Pearl chokeslammed by Sledge.
Well,
I'm not sure who I envy less.
I was going to say in regards to the freight elevator debacle, it didn't prove effective for the Midnight Heat, but it was funny.
In what world is that? He had a sick sense of humor, Brian Zane. And the Hammer Brothers taking their time on the outside. Jack, I should say, taking his time on the outside. It's understandable. No rules, no disqualifications here against the Midnight Heat, but you know it as well as I. You give the Heat an inch, they'll take a mile.
Here we go. Sledgehammer's got one of those cones. It's not going to hurt, but it might sting a little bit.
I don't know, Brian Zane. I think that hurts. How about you come to the Hammers in the backstage area and you say, hey, hit me with one of those? How does that sound?
Okay, yeah, he's swinging it hard enough. Anything hurts when you swing it that hard enough.
The Hammer Brothers have earned those tag team titles time and time again on 3 separate occasions.
Jeez.
And on 3 separate occasions, they have been screwed out of that gold by Gibson and Pearl. Titles held by the likes of C4, Sinner and Saint, Ultra Power. Hammer Brothers want to be the final name on that list, Zane. Talk to us a little bit about the historical significance of the Hammer Brothers closing this era of prestige wrestling as tag team champions.
The Hammer Brothers are one of the most successful acts in the Northwest tag team scene. Everywhere they've gone, they've won tag team gold. And what an amazing accomplishment it would be that on the swan song of prestige wrestling to go out as the final tag team champions, defeating the Midnight Heat. That's a statement.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my goodness.
Sledgehammer rolling through Eddie Pearl here. The entire body weight of over 400 pounds of Sledgehammer squashing Pearl like the bug he is.
Is it me or does Pearl look a little wider than before now?
Flat Pearl. And we're going to see it one more time. This time to the fuzzy chest of Ricky Gibson.
Oh, no.
I got to say, Zane, this has been all Hammer Brothers thus far. It stands to reason, given this being their construction site match, their chosen stipulation.
Here we go, face buster.
The Midnight Heat haven't gotten a lick of offense in thus far.
Well, you said it, Jordan, the construction site. I mean, this is literally the Hammer's home turf, no matter what ring they're in. Time to load up the wheelbarrow.
In the words of Cody Von Whistler, OSHA certified wheelbarrow here tonight. And Gibson in to save his partner, break up the count.
That was a desperation move there. I mean, tell you what, the champions are going to have to play catch-up in a huge way here.
Yeah, but how do you? Not only are you in there, no tags, no rules with the Hammer Brothers, but it's their domain. They're used to these weapons. They're used to this environment. Pearl now on the shoulders of Sledgehammer.
That's right. Things get pretty wild, get pretty dangerous in the construction site. Oh, my God.
F5. Sledge now crawling over to the covers, more like an F10.
I call it an F15.
Cover. Broken up by Gibson with the cone. And paying the price. Right in his shiny bald head.
Oh, my God. That thing bent around his skull.
Well, blunt force trauma to Ricky Gibson. Hammer Brothers, their last opportunity. They cannot climb their way back up the mountain. There is no time to do so. It's now or never for Jack and Sledge.
Absolutely. Climbing is kind of a tough job in general for Sledgehammer.
That's why they have
not taking anything away from him.
That's why they have forklifts. And as if we didn't have enough.
We thought that the Roseland riot was wild. I mean, hopefully there's no broken glass to be had here.
Oh, it's not broken glass. Brian Zane, I believe.
What is that?
That is concrete rubble.
What? Oh God, looks like broken cinder blocks or something. Where'd they find that?
Straight from the job site. They're used to dealing with this stuff each and every day, and now...
What in God's name is this?
Gonna make Ricky Gibson pay.
Have we not had enough hazardous materials in the air tonight?
From glass dust from the light tubes to concrete dust from the rubble. Gibson sent back first onto the shattered cinder blocks.
Oh, my God. I mean, just think about falling over and scraping your knee on the sidewalk. Now imagine being power bombed into the sidewalk. Oh my God.
I mean, Zane, I know you like him, but this is ultimate catharsis. Not just for the Hammer Brothers, but for all of us watching along at home who have seen the reign of terror of the Midnight Heat. Listen up.
You know, I'm sure you and a lot of other people are taking some sick, sadistic pleasure in watching the Hammer Brothers get mauled like this, but don't give up hope yet. There's a reason that they are the two-time tag champs.
All right, keep telling yourself that, Zane. What the hell is that?
Is it a level?
Well, sledgehammer with a door. Perhaps another piece of plywood in hand.
Trying to see, it looks like some kind of fold out.
And I want to say, Zane, the Hammer brothers, as they load up what I believe is a load stopper here, a seahorse.
Sawhorse, Jordan. We're not at the beach, we're at the construction site.
I'm
oh
sorry.
My God.
I'm seeing all the sand from the concrete rubble. Can you blame me?
This night has made us all a little crazy, Castle.
Now, Midnight Heat are going to be checked into a hospital, and I'm not talking about a mental institution.
Oh, look at this. They make a little makeshift table here.
Workhorse X is there.
Now, well, X might mark the spot.
Oh, but a low blow from Pearl.
Oh, man.
And Gibson with a chunk of the cinder blocks. As I was saying, Zane, took too much time on the outside setting it up.
I don't care how big you are, a shot like that's going to send you down quick. Oh, boy.
And Jack's getting sent.
Look out. Oh, my God, the height of that suplex.
Double suplex through the makeshift table onto the concrete rubble. And what a slap in the face it would be for the Hammer brothers, not just to lose a tag team championship match to the Midnight Heat yet again, but to do so in their own construction site.
I think there are a lot of honorary long-lost Hammer siblings out there in the crowd tonight. So many people rocking the vests and the helmets.
And you talk about it, the connection they have with the Portland faithful here.
Oh!
Straight from the Oregon Union. The Midnight Heat just battering the Hammer brothers. This almost started them taking umbrage of the fact that the Hammer brothers said 2025 was...
Oh, look, the cone broke, and so did the sheetrock. Boy, you know, you break one of those, you ruin it. You got to go and get a whole new thing.
Midnight Heat. They're going to spoil this evening for the Hammer brothers and the Prestige faithful alike, looking to cement themselves as the last and forever Prestige Wrestling Tag Team Champions.
I mean, it's been an honor to see just what the tag champions have done, the legacy that they have built, and the lineage they're leaving behind as your defending and reigning tag team champions. I can't predict the end of this matchup, but I've got a good feeling the Midnight Heat are going to walk away with their heads held up high.
Well, Eddie Pearl is no handy manny, Brian Zane. I have no idea what on earth he could need that toolbox for.
Now what?
Choking jackhammer. Like the Midnight Heat not just content to beat these guys.
I mean, they want to take him out of wrestling. O-U-T out. Now, oh.
That's a sandwich.
Well,
Eddie Pearl with Sledgehammer's lunch.
He jacked another man's lunch. The nerve of him. Even I've got my limits on that.
You know, I'd say I'd be surprised, but this is the same guy who cracked another man upside the skull with a shoe. Who does this kind of stuff, Brian Zane?
Who indeed? But right now, the straps go down. What is he doing?
No.
Oh,
no. Eddie Pearl sticking Sledgehammer's lunch in his nether regions and looking to do the same to his mouth.
There's nothing wondrous about that bread now.
It's been 4 years for Eddie Pearl. No! Listen, Brian Zane.
Oh, my God.
I hate Eddie Pearl as much as the next guy, but that is a fate that no man should suffer.
I mean, thank goodness for Ricky Gibson coming in when he did. Good Lord.
Again, concrete cracked upside the skull of Jack Hammer.
There's so many OSHA violations here.
So many human rights violations, frankly. I mean, the smell. Can you imagine the smell, Brian Zane?
We're in it, brother. This is crazy. This is insanity. This is what happens when there's nothing left to give in Prestige Wrestling.
Jack Hammer again sent outside the ring. Oh, cover. Bringing Jack back in as our camera was on Eddie, going for the cover, but still the Hammer surviving after all this. Still fighting onward, Zane.
Oh, my goodness. With the cone, the narrow cone that's still in one piece. Gibson is wailing away now, and the Midnight Heat are putting the pressure on in a major way.
Now Eddie Pearl put a sandwich in his nether regions, and now Gibson is digging a cone into the nether regions of Jack Hammer.
Oh, now what does he have? He's got the Sledgy.
And I'm not talking about the bigger Hammer brothers' first name. That is a literal sledgehammer.
Oh my goodness. Eddie's gonna choke the life out of him with the handle of that sledgehammer.
Midnight Heat are crazy. You thought they were nuts before?
Oh, look at that. Using the cone to pin down Sledge to try and choke the life out of him. This could be the Hammer Brothers' final stand. They won't be able to show their faces here again after losing.
Saying if that arm falls 3 times, if that arm falls one more time, this is over. No! Look at the background. Gibson just realized.
Not yet.
Jack Hammer with a stunner, escaping the clutches of Pearl.
Look at that Sledge. He was trying to grab the ankle of Ricky. Do anything to keep him away from the center of the ring.
And now with the sledgehammer in control of Jack Hammer. Boston Crab, look at the way that element of construction is pressed against the legs of Eddie Pearl.
That's unique. Oh!
A cone again, the difference maker for Gibson. Complete and utter chaos here in this, our semi-main event.
This has been an all-out
Sledge.
It's a war here. There's no other way to describe it.
Back up to his feet with Gibson locked in the Boston Crab on the concrete rubble.
Look at that, all the weight being pressed down on the spine, the lower back of Ricky Gibson. How's he not tapping out?
Well, Eddie Pearl says slow down.
Or was it stop?
Oh, he did not stop Sledgehammer, I'll tell you that much.
It's like it didn't resonate with him.
Doesn't even need to move a muscle. Just connecting with the body and then the fists of Sledgehammer. Big splash in the corner.
This is Sledge's opportunity. Look at them go.
And another from their debut as a tag team here in Prestige Wrestling to this, the swan song of the organization. The Hammer Brothers have lost to the Midnight Heat so many times, and Sledgehammer, he wants to back it up to make sure that does not happen.
Oh my goodness. Oh Lord, you were talking about the smell. Jordan, I think things are about to get real bad here, real quick for the Midnight Heat. Don't do it.
Dump truck.
Don't say dump.
To the Midnight Heat. One member for each cheek.
What an untimely end to the Midnight Heat. This would be choke slam.
And Gibson caught in the excavator.
I can't even see him
Cover,
anymore.
cover! No! I hate the Midnight Heat as much as the next guy, but that was serious wherewithal from Ricky Gibson to get the shoulder up there, Z-Man.
Dust continues to fill the air here, Roseland.
It is a safety hazard here in the Roseland Theater.
We're gonna get a fan blowing or something.
Poor Judas Icarus has to wrestle barefoot in our main event. And Brian saying we have a fan. We have nearly 1,000 of them packed into the Roseland Theater.
Okay, yeah, well, tell them to flap their wings for me, genius. Here we go now. What's this? A little step ladder.
Onto the pallet.
Boy, this match, this absolute battle for the tag team championship. It's worth pointing out, there are tag belts to be decided here.
That's right, there is history to be made here.
We still have the main event. We still got the Prestige Championship match coming up next. We got to clean this mess up.
Setting up that sawhorse once again. The Hammer Brothers, despite this being the match they chose, despite this being an environment that they are so familiar with, this has taken just as much out of them as it has the Heat here, Z-Man.
This is taking out a lot out of all four individuals. No one's going to be the same after this. What's left?
Ow!
This isn't construction, it's destruction.
Spanking Ricky Gibson with that sawhorse.
He's on the level. Or more like the level's on him.
And a very, very naughty boy. And now, the rake of the eyes from Eddie Pearl.
We got another makeshift table set up here, but look out!
3D! But will it mean the count of 1, 2, 3? Only if the Hammer Brothers can crawl towards the cover.
Tell you what, every slam is just sending more of this dust in the air. Get some.
Sledgehammer finally drapes the shoulder. But it took too much time.
Not enough. Count 0 or. James Potter dropping the super chats. You love to see it.
Hammer Brothers do not love to see this. You got to think, Zane, they want to win those tag team titles after everything we've seen. They got to hit that Diesel Hammer pile driver. Step ladder set up. What on earth could they have in store here?
This is getting dire here for the Midnight Heat, Midnight Heat, I should say. This is Eddie Pearl's in a bad way.
Zane, talking about what a hard time we're having seeing with the construction dust floating around the Roseland Theater. How about the Hammers? How about the Heat? They're still very actively wrestling a match.
I know. It boggles the mind. And speaking of which, what is Sledge gonna do with this step ladder? Is that even able to support his weight?
That is a very, very strong step ladder. And again, Hammers don't use anything but.
Oh, that poor mother. What in the hell does Sledgehammer have in mind here?
Jack Hammer setting up another makeshift table with those sawhorses and that plywood. I don't think the Hammer Brothers share that same sentiment, Prestige.
No!
A paint bucket! Gibson back in this thing in a paint bucket upside the skull of Jack Hammer.
Those 5-gallon buckets, they have so many potential uses. I've never seen it used like that before, and right now Sledge is getting a literal spanking.
A receipt from Gibson, and now...
Oh, no!
The step ladder, Sledge powerbomb through the plywood.
And I think we've officially lost visual.
These athletes can't see, yet still they fight. Gibson with the leg hooked, but Sledge with the shoulder up.
This is insanity, Jordan.
Z-Man, I have no idea what it's gonna take. I have no earthly idea. We've seen everything but the kitchen sink.
The Midnight Heat are finally back in the driver's seat here after that hellacious double power bomb to Sledgehammer. I mean, how is he even going to get back up?
I think the Midnight Heat looking to put Jack Hammer in the hot seat here, Z-Man.
This is the beginning of the end for the Hammer Brothers. Nice knowing you.
But Jack Hammer back up to his feet.
What?
He's fully charged.
Where's this coming from?
The hot seat is how they won the tag team titles, but it's not going to be how they retain them against the Hammer Brothers. Luthez press to Pearl.
Jack Hammer is looking to pound some nails into the mat.
He calls that the nail gun. And now on the bucket. Not sponsored by Lowe's, Z-Man.
No. We're more of a Jerry's town here.
Jack Hammer with a Jack Hammer.
You love to see it. Very effective branding on the part of Jack Hammer.
Brian Zane, I think the Hammer Brothers are going to do it. I think once and for all, after over a year of war waged with the Midnight Heat over those tag team titles, they're going to do it.
This is a night unlike anything we have ever seen before here at the Roseland Theater for Prestige Wrestling anywhere.
Yeah, Prestige Wrestling's going down. We're going down swinging. Hammer Brothers setting up. They're calling for it. We've seen this time and time again, and they want the people to slam those fists. Nearly 1,000 Hammer Brothers in attendance in the Roseland here tonight.
The Hammerheads, they're feeling this one, Jordan. And it's not just the dust in the air, Diesel Hammer.
They're gonna do it. The Hammers are gonna do it. We got new tag team champions.
Now, for the love of God, can somebody open up the side door?
The Hammer Brothers go down in history as the final Prestige Wrestling Tag Team Champions. Over a year of coming so close, being screwed the last possible second by Ricky Gibson and Eddie Pearl. Jack Hammer and Sledge Hammer finally own the tag team division. Better late than never, Z-Man. How about it?
What is it about the tag team championship matches here in Prestige Wrestling, where at the end of the night it looks like a damn war zone?
That's right. I think this might rival the Midnight Heat's crushing loss to C4 in that TLC match back at Roseland 6. That didn't have a sandwich in the nether regions.
You're not going to find moments like that anywhere else but Prestige Wrestling.
Such a special moment here for the Hammer Brothers. And Jack on the outside. Talking about all the Hammerheads, we got a very, very special one making his way to ringside. Midnight Heat and Prestige Wrestling in shambles, but that is little Tack Hammer, Brian Zane.
Tack Hammer?
Tack Hammer, yes. Son of Jack.
That means Sledge is his uncle?
I'd say so. A fairy tale ending for the Hammer Brothers. This will be water cooler conversation for months to come.
What a beautiful moment.
This is what it's all about. The Hammer Brothers debuted in front of 100 people and change at the Cleaver Armory, losing to the Midnight Heat in a matter of minutes. Since then, Portland faithful have fell in love with these gentlemen. Men of the people in every sense of the word. They have captured the hearts and minds of the Rose City. And here tonight, they close the chapter on Prestige Wrestling as our final tag team champions. And Brian Zane, this is a family affair, and we couldn't do it without our great subscribers over at Patreon. So right now, I want to give a quick shout out to Allie and Nate Hoffman, Allison Brown, Benji, John Anders, I'm so sorry, Brandon Dumberg, Brett Smith, Brian Brown, Calvin, Camille Dunham, Chad Floyd, Christopher Knotts, Dan Nugent, David Perkins, Eldon, G. Scott Stuckey, Gage, Isaac M., that one guy, Issa Marie, unlike Rikishi, JJ Hawkins, Josh Taraya, Josh the Noise Brown, Justin Carter, Justin Yutzi, Kelly, Kyle, Lloyd Leia, Luciano Leon Jr., Matt Latimer, Mega Freddy 25, Mel Dadali, Mike Garcia, Neil Wilson, Night Gaunt, Noble Farms,